Have you ever danced in the streets until dawn or raced with cheese down a hill? Europe is bursting with vibrant, quirky, and downright wild cultural celebrations that go far beyond the famous Oktoberfest. While sipping beer in Munich is fun, there's a whole world of festivals across Europe that will leave you amazed, laughing, and maybe even covered in tomatoes. Let's dive into the continent's most exciting and unique traditions that bring communities together in unforgettable ways. 1. La Tomatina. Imagine throwing tomatoes at strangers and laughing like a kid. Every year, on the last Wednesday of August, the small town of Buñol in Spain turns into a red, juicy battlefield. La Tomatina is the world's biggest food fight, where over 100,000 kilograms of tomatoes are thrown in the streets. It all started in 1945 during a parade when a fight broke out, and people began tossing tomatoes at each other. Now it's a global sensation. Picture this. Thousands of people covered head to toe in tomato juice, laughing and slipping in the mess. The rules are simple. Squash the tomato before you throw it, and don't aim to hurt anyone. For 1 hour, the town square becomes a sea of red, with tomatoes flying everywhere. Afterward, fire trucks hose down the streets, and locals open their homes to help clean up participants. You get to act like a kid again, throwing food without getting in trouble. Plus, it's a chance to bond with strangers from all over the world in a silly, joyful way. 2. The Cheese Rolling Festival. Would you chase a wheel of cheese down a steep hill? In Gloucestershire, England, every spring, brave or crazy people gather at Cooper's Hill for the Cheese Rolling Festival. The idea is simple but wild. A 9-pound wheel of double Gloucester cheese is rolled down a steep hill, and dozens of people chase after it. The first person to cross the finish line wins the cheese. This tradition dates back over 200 years, and it's as dangerous as it sounds. The hill is so steep that runners often tumble, roll, or even crash into each other. Injuries like sprained ankles or bruises are common, but that doesn't stop locals and tourists from joining in. Spectators cheer from the sidelines, watching the chaos unfold. It's a heart-pounding mix of danger, competition, and pure absurdity. Where else can you risk it all for a wheel of cheese? 3rd Carnival of Venice. Want to hide behind a mask and dance through history? Venice, Italy, transforms into a magical, mysterious world every February during the Carnival of Venice. This festival, which started in the 13th century, is famous for its stunning masks and elaborate costumes. People dress up as kings, queens, or even mythical creatures, hiding their faces behind intricate masks. The streets of Venice become a living theater with parades, balls, and music filling the air. The masks let everyone feel free to be whoever they want for a day. Some costumes take months to make, with gold, feathers, and jewels sparkling under the Venetian sun. There are competitions for the best mask, and the winner gets bragging rights in this city of canals. The combination of secrecy, beauty, and history makes this festival feel like stepping into a fairy tale. It's a chance to escape reality and live in a world of elegance and mystery. 4. Helly AA. Ever wanted to dress as a Viking and set a boat on fire? In the Shetland Islands of Scotland, every January, the Helly AA festival lights up the dark winter nights. This celebration honors the island's Viking heritage with a day of fire, music, and costumes. The highlight? A huge parade where hundreds of people dress as Vikings, complete with helmets, shields, and axes, and carry flaming torches through the streets. At the end of the parade, the crowd gathers to watch a full-sized Viking longship get set on fire. The ship, carefully built over months, goes up in flames as everyone sings and cheers. It's a breathtaking sight, with fire lighting up the cold Scottish sky. The mix of Viking costumes, roaring fires, and ancient traditions makes this festival feel like a time machine to a warrior's world. 5. Krampusnacht. What if Christmas had a terrifying monster instead of Santa? Forget jingle bells. Krampusnacht in Austria is all about scares and thrills. Every December, towns across Austria celebrate this dark twist on Christmas. Krampus, a horned, furry monster from folklore, is said to punish naughty children while Santa rewards the good ones. During Krampusnacht, people dress up as Krampus, wearing scary masks and chasing people through the streets with bells and sticks. It's a spooky but fun tradition that mixes fear with laughter. Kids and adults alike scream and run from the Krampus runners, who often hand out small gifts or coal to keep the spirit playful. It's Christmas with a horror movie twist. The mix of fear, fun, and folklore makes Krampusnacht unlike any holiday celebration. 6. Las Fallas. What if you built giant statues just to burn them? In Valencia, Spain, every March, the Las Fallas festival turns the city into a fiery wonderland. Artists spend all year building massive, colorful sculptures called Fallas, some as tall as 80 feet. These sculptures often poke fun at politicians, celebrities, or local issues. Then, during the festival, the streets fill with music, fireworks, and parades. The grand finale? All the sculptures are set on fire in a massive bonfire. The flames light up the night as crowds cheer. It's a celebration of art, creativity, and letting go with a side of explosions. Why it's wild. Building art just to burn it is bold and unforgettable. 7. The Mud Festival? Ready to get muddy and dance like nobody's watching? In the small Portuguese town of Sabugal, the Mud Festival, Festa da Lama, is all about getting dirty. Held every summer, this festival invites people to jump into giant mud pits, slide around, and cover themselves in mud. There's music, dancing, and even mud wrestling. The festival started as a way to celebrate the region's clay-rich soil, but now it's a full-on party. People of all ages join in, laughing as they slip and slide. Afterward, everyone cleans up in nearby rivers or showers, but the muddy memories last forever. It's a chance to let loose, get filthy, and laugh until your sides hurt. Plus, mud is great for your skin. 8. The Running of the Bulls. Would you run from a charging bull? Pamplona, Spain, hosts the world-famous Running of the Bulls during the San Fermin festival every July. Brave runners, mostly men, sprint through narrow streets while 6 massive bulls charge behind them. The run is short, less than a mile, but it's thrilling and dangerous. Every year a few people get injured, but that doesn't stop thousands from joining in or watching from balconies. The festival also includes parades, music, and dancing, but the bull run is the heart-pounding highlight. It's a test of courage, speed, and luck, rooted in centuries-old Spanish tradition. Running from bulls is as intense as it gets. It's a mix of adrenaline, tradition, and pure bravery. Ready to jump into Europe's wildest parties? If these celebrations spark your excitement, you're in luck. Most are open to visitors, and locals welcome tourists warmly. Just remember a few things. Plan early for big events like the Running of the Bulls or Carnival of Venice. Pack smart with old clothes for La Tomatina or strong shoes for cheese rolling. And always respect traditions to honor local culture. Then, dive in fully. Dance, cheer, or throw tomatoes. Which festival will you try first? Had fun on this journey? Hit subscribe, drop a comment, and get ready. More content is on the way. Thanks!